We stand here as two very tired old men. I'll tell you what I mean by that in just a second. Josh, this is your Dave-made Moby box. And it is a 2879 driving 4, 2879s. Now, I read your little note, Josh. And it's cute. That's where we're going to start. You're going to get the full package meal deal on this, bud. You messaged Zane at Big Rig Radio out of Phoenix, Arizona, to make sure that I did a video on this. So, Zane.
Hey, Josh. What do you want me to say?
He's standing here. We're gonna rip into this thing pretty heavy. We're gonna give you the full mod, full blown, full money, straight up in your face, kind of a Jandria kind of deal. And we're going to take care of you. We're going to do a couple things. We're going to clean your fan. We're going to put real caps on your output circuit. We're going to hook your remote back up. We're going to change how it's driven. We're going to actually do an input tune so you don't have to have a little pad on there to hide the bad SWR on the inside of the box. We're going to do a couple of things. We're going to also add sideband to it for you, brother. But when it leaves here, it's going to be perfect. So, we'll leave that at that. It's going to look so much more pretty when it leaves here. All right, Josh. And we're going to punch this LED out of the front. And we're going to make that into your sideband button, by the way. And we're going to move the on LED. We'll put it up here. Peace. We will be back. That's all he wanted to have done to this, right? Oh, we're going to do another amp, aren't we, for the same guy?
Yeah, Messenger.
Oh. We love us some Messenger. See, the reason we're standing here as two tired old men is because Mr. Zane brought up, what do you think, about 150 amplifiers, 200 amps with you?
A bunch.
And that is all we've been doing. That's, I got to apologize how dirty my workbench is. See, I've got every kind of jumper cable for every kind of box and every kind of fitting you can think of hooked up because we've been just clicking through the boxes. What are we at, about 35, 40 of them so far in the last 2 days?
A whole crate full.
And we're only about a quarter of the way. Anyhow, it's your time to shine in the sun. We'll be back, Josh. Bye. Well, Mr. Josh, look at what we've created for you. Now, I know I said in a previous video we're going to punch out this LED and we're going to put the switch here and that was going to go here. I decided to put your sideband delay here. Power switch is still functional and in the same orientation it was when it got here. Now, you're going to notice on the back of this that you've got two jacks, and they are clearly labeled. This is the remote that runs the on-off. This is the remote that runs the sideband remote. It's labeled sideband remote. Now, listen to me, Josh. This is very important you hear me. We do not want to unplug or plug these in when the power is hooked up. There's no fuse on this. So you want to make sure that you have the power disconnected before you plug or unplug the fuse. Very important. Just so you know. Okay, on that note, Zane was kind enough to bring up a remote, which we went over and we cleaned all up, cleaned the wires all up. I went ahead and we heat shrinked up the joint so it's nice and smooth and clean. And I rewired the inside of the switch, the inside of the switches for this thing. That just means the sideband delay is on. Amps on, sideband delay. Sideband delay off, amp off. Got it? Remember, the one with the label that says sideband remote goes in sideband remote slot. Remote in blank goes into the remote slot. Let's show you what we did. Let's take some few minutes. We're going to walk over here. We're going to show you all the stuff that we changed out. So if you notice, there's a couple new parts in here. So we made it full over B bias. I changed that out to a 2879. That was a 2290. I mistakenly ID'd it as a 2879 in the first video because I wasn't paying that close attention. I had switch bias to this thing for you. Upgraded your remote jack. Added this. Changed your input circuit completely 100%. Beefed it up for a little bit more drive. The variable's still in action. brought the 1-pill transistor full over to class B, took the buffer out in between the driver and the 4-pill section, and then we went ahead and we added the metal mylar capacitors instead of these little polymer ones. The metal mylar ones will put up with a whole lot more heat and last you a whole lot longer. We went ahead and added the 100 ohm resistor on the output side just in case an imbalance does happen, which I highly doubt it. And we got you chooching. Oh yeah, we gave you the B plus upgrades also. So we got rid of the little 22 gauge wire that was here and upgraded you to 10, and then we brought the 12 gauge wire, or the 8 gauge wire that's feeding the box, brought it into the middle. That way each bank of the 4-pill section gets the same amount of current. Let's see, that's it. That's all she wrote. Because that's all we did. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
Alright. Oh yeah, I cleaned your fan. You put the lid on it, man. We'll get right on with this little thing we call testing. Okay, Mr. Josh, let me make a quick lap around the band. I'm getting tired. It's been a long day. It's a 1,000 watt slug and peak, 1,000 watt slug and average, 5 watt slug and reverse, back from the bird, 10,000 watt dummy load. We use a 2950 with the 5 watt slug and reverse between the 2950 and the 1x4. So we're going to go ahead and turn the amp on. Oh, bad BBI, skip a step. First off, let me show you drive. Hello, audio. So about 20 watts, give or take. Hello, audio. It's a standard wave going through the amp. Let's pop the box on. Hello. Oh, we're still on sideband. Look at me go. All right, it's 1,000 watts BEP. Hello. A little bit more, maybe 1,100 watts. Let's go up to the 2x setting real quick. About 1,100 and some change. Take that back down to 1x. There's our average power on AM. Audio. About 300 in average. So let's go ahead and I'll show you input tune. About a half a watt. Perfect output tune. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click this thing down the lower sideband real quick. Look at me, silly me. I don't have your sideband delay on. So now we've got your sideband delay on, Josh. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Josh, your Dave Made's done. Now, I did cut the little 35 or 30 amp plug that was on this thing off. And let me show you why. Let's take a quick second with this thing on sideband. And I want to show you the amount of amp draw that it takes to produce 1,000 watts on sideband. 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Josh, let's go up here real quick. We're going to put this back on AM. There's our peak wattage. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Little tiny connector that was on this power wire will not cut the mustard for what you've got now. Just letting you know. So we're going to cut that off. Get with Zane. I'm sure he'll be able to give you an Anderson clip that'll go right on there that'll carry more than adequate amount of amperage. Josh, appreciate you setting this up with Zane. And let's see, we got to marry this up with a radio. So instead of being able to do the rap video and get out of here real quick, let me grab the radio that this thing's going to be married to with this. We'll get that shot too. Be right back. See, and I can't even tell you the last time I worked on a radio. It's been a good year. It's not that I don't know how. It's that I fucking choose not to. Well, I kind of wonder maybe what we should do is open a real CB shop here and stack it full of goodies with real inventory on the floor. I don't know.
Sounds like a really good idea.
I gotta find me a guy that would be willing to work at it though. I got a guy. I think I got a guy. Anyhow, okay, so Josh, we've been playing with the radio. We got it all married up to the amplifier. This is not a noise canceling microphone, my friend. So we're going to suggest to you quietly, passively on the side in front of our 3,000 plus friends that we have with us today, that you might want to think about purchasing a noise canceling microphone and having them wire it to this radio. But I can tell you, I've personally been through this radio and looked at all the different settings on it, and it's working fine. With that all being said, we're going to start out on AM, bud. Now, your baseline dead key of this puppy, we'll shut the amp off and wait for the fan to spool down, is right at a watt. Hello, hello. Yippee-doo, right? Let's come over here and look at this and peek. Hello, hello, hello. Get about 20 watts out of it, right? Let's put our 1,000 watt slug back in. We're on 1X. Turn the box on. Make sure we got sideband delay on. Now we can get it to quit picking up background noise. 200 watts. Check it out. Hello. 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 So we're getting about 200 bird out of it. And about 1,000 peak. So we're going to put this on lower sideband. Hello. 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 We're getting our 850 out of it. But what this thing is hearing is the heating fan running in the other part of the room and the cooling fan on the amplifier. Hello. Super sensitive. Super duper sensitive. You're going to get the best sound out of it that you possibly can, bud. But really, I'd seriously consider thinking about doing noise canceling mic. Gentlemen, my name is BBI. Not a shadow of a doubt, I am the biggest mud duck in Idaho. Now, Josh, you're not off the hot seat yet, brother. I got yet another messenger to work on. How many is that I've done? Count them out, Zane. Count them out loud. Since yesterday.
About 15.
This will be the 15th messenger I've fixed in the last 48 hours?
Roughly, yeah.
Sometimes a man's just got to live up to his own personal expectations, but we get her done every single time. Lack of sleep. We're both black around the eyes and we feel like old men. Not in our 20s anymore, buddy. But man, we got a lot more knowledge in between our ears than we did when we were in our 20s. Boys, gentlemen, ladies, girls, I appreciate y'all checking in, tuning in, and watching this Dog and Pony show. If you like the laughable comedy that I call my videos, click subscribe. Right down there. Make sure to click over here some general where this is get notifications, so you can get cool emails that says, hey, come watch BBI's video. Guys, I appreciate every single one of you. Josh, hope you have fun with it, bro. Dave made 1x4 converted with full Class B crossover with custom full-blown AM sideband remote control. Married up, matched the amplifier. Radio to the amp. I'll see you guys. I want to go to sleep, dude. I don't know about you. I got 2 more days of this. I'll see you guys. We'll be back with more fun later on. Bye-bye.